other side. Presidential salute! Present arms! Good morning. Your Excellency, the President-elect, Mr. Edgar Chagwa of the Republic of Zambia. Quarter guard mounted by Lusaka Central Correctional Facility. All officers present in open orders and ready for your inspection. Sir. Quarter guard, hold up arms. For the guards, shoulder arms. Presidential salute. Present arms. Your Excellency, the President-elect of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu. The inspection is now over. May I have your permission to carry on with the quarter guard, sir? Thank you.
We thank you for the blessed visitation by our President-elect, His Excellency Mr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, and also for the Commissioner General, and for all the people who have gathered here. God, we thank you for raising us a leader who is a man of integrity.
The Commissioner General of Zambia Correctional Services, Acheba Duande Po, I wish you were like that. Gabona kunsi. Ayipitile October election na yimbi. Yes, it is true that you are here, doctor, but not to be condemned. You are here, doctor, to transform and change for the better. And that's why a lot of us who know why you are here find time to visit. And when we visit, we should not only encourage you, but we should also learn from you that doesn't pay to break the law out there. And I believe that those of you who will be lucky this October to enjoy the presidential pardon, please use it without embarrassing me. I'm saying so because some of the beneficiaries of my presidential pardon have come back. But I know that to err is human, to forgive is divine, and we have to keep forgiving one another. I know somewhere in the teachings of Christ we are taught to forgive 70 by 70 by 70 times. We will keep forgiving each other. Because if we don't forgive each other, we will end up destroying society completely. The only one who will judge finally is the Almighty God. I am saying this because I know that as human beings we make mistakes. We sometimes end up condemning the innocent and letting I am saying so because in my study of criminal law I discovered that for the legal system sometimes it is okay to let 9 suspects or criminal suspects go off scot-free than let one innocent person behind bars. Wow. So we make mistakes, but those mistakes should be given a chance because we are human beings. For that reason, we should encourage each other to do that which is right. Those who get a chance to be pardoned, to treasure that pardon and don't embarrass the president. Coming back to my experience as a lawyer and as head of state, I know that I can never get it right all the time. But if I get 50% plus 1, then I've passed. I know that in my decision making sometimes I offend those who believe in stringent punishment, an eye for an eye. But again, Zambians trusted me with the discretion to make decisions on their behalf. Until you get somebody in the state house, you have me. So you have to deal with me and my philosophy. And my philosophy is to forgive. If I can forgive those who want to fire me from the state house, what about those who have just offended the law and they have paid back 3-4 times over? I'm saying this because I know that all of us are human beings and we can err. I pray that when my tour of duty as head of state is over, those who come in will emulate me. I am emulating Mr. Michael Sata, our beloved president, because he's the one who started the reforms. I'm saying this openly because it's our belief in Patriotic Front that every human being should be given the dignity that he deserves. If you look at our performance in the prison services, which is now the correctional services, it's consistent. what I'm doing as a Commissioner General is exactly what Mr. Sata was doing, and that's what he taught us to be doing. That is why, when you talk about the Constitutional Amendment, bringing in the nomenclature, transforming the prison services into the correctional services, for us, we started in 2011 transforming prison services into the correctional center that we have. For us, I must proudly proclaim that we believe in humanity, we believe in Christianity, and we want to practice Christianity and humanity in our daily lives. We believe in humanity and we believe in Christianity. And we in PF have been practicing Christianity and humanity from the time we came into power through the conduct of Mr. Michael Sata and the emphasis that he placed on transforming the prison service, which I successfully concluded by signing the Constitutional Amendment to call it correctional services. But what I'm saying is that it's not only by name, it's by deed that you can be judged. So we will be judged by what we are doing for our privileged people, including those who are in prison. I must say, having been Minister of Home Affairs, I know what I'm talking about. And now being the head of state, I know what I'm promising. I'm saying all this because I realize that it is a great blunder for every politician, or any politician for that matter, to promise the vulnerable and the poor what you can deliver. You are just setting yourself into a trap. Any politician who thinks he can cheat the masses, particularly the weak, the underprivileged, the orphans, the widows, the prisoners, the downtrodden, is just putting himself in a fix. He's just putting himself in a trap. Time will come. So, I want to promise that the transformation of embarked on as Patriotic Front is real, and you'll see it in the next 5 years as I take charge of the affairs of the people of Zambia up to 2021. So these things I've brought are just a reaction to what I saw when I came here 2 weeks ago. And I would have loved to have brought this last week on Friday as promised, but we were busy doing other things. So please put them to good use and let them make your life as comfortable as possible, knowing fully well that you are here to transform into better citizens. And that's why we changed the name to Correctional Services. You are here to be corrected. I want to believe when you come out of this, I say, college was a point, you'll be able to tell me what to check. I know of so many people who are with us serving the church, having transformed from here. I know there are so many people out there who have become enlightened and educated. Some are teachers, some are lawyers, coming from here. So I encourage you that these things, we have brought the computers. I saw the stock of books that you have is old stock. We're going to look for new books to ensure that you catch up. So I promised you last time that no by nisha kulalanda pantu alibanda kale nekula bombafi. Those who were opposed to us, entire kubewa number tumwamona, muleso tapofi. Including some of us who are here. But this man meant every word he said. Because bantu mutunga wa mulaya talana malishefi remember we say umune wala yomusunga wenda na ukongomana. That's why bati gachakwe bati we politician walisala kuka walichenjera bilaisho kubepa abalanda yo pantu leifinga fi ulevinga famikona ikesa fikishia gabagaya bati yo landeni tumfeka fya mwatu na ile so kwa kwate shuko ya kutungula abantu fye twaisho gati umulanda tewakupele nako very important kuwe bishinga kwa kicho tukwete fino twaraka gefine nabanjeba ba commissioner general tama uniform yale fwaikwa nabanjeba fine fwaikwa na yala beba na twalafa fosmo bantu katwafatwa leta twaleta fyafine katwapelelwa twasenda twapelelwa notukula bimufati yo inenga mwansala kabifuja monse mufi very important. So, kweba ishu batu waliwo mpamo na abantu bakutina. So, wali bichindika sana mwene muri tunebipenda. Bantu, muri bantu. So, chapose shita sana. Planga fe chinga, ninde defana mila ile. Na fili isa. Ewa ene wine. Ndebi kongwesha ifidechita na imwe nenga mwachita mwafuma kunse na imwe yala ndifisuma bala bukati wale fokupanga fi bifingire tobe funde wa mafundi wa boy take at your face. I would love to believe that you are going to be my messengers and ambassadors of goodwill when you go out there to tell the people that's not worth going into conflict with the law. Because twakisola kekuze twaranshanya twamufana twapo singapha twaisa chinyisha muno you could change outside so lero ngoba kamwaya because way take and border punch easy bantu ngamanchite fyo ndishmanso ndishmanga fana ine wili nakula mfamo echilumbo beba abantu bale chinga lero batila kafyalweni tabatila kaparaneni lo pansa kana mona chiwelewele but chipa fenga wapo ni chiwelewele ni wewe weka yes it's agreed that in society there will be lawbreakers but why should you be the only one it is important that we agree that kurufyana to kurufyana no matter chipa na why not that kurufyana no kandufyana kwawe yo wasema okay rufyanye niko ni mwewe kwa nikamiyele nikamileta kufwaka nikamileta kusala nikamie ni mwewe ni tulego ngapi so tazipuli leba neto chiliplace wa minister wetu anasara nombali nefishishi venga ngafunia pesa minister ukabanga ile kwa nataka niposa kwa maana but yeye kwa MPF anaisa nombali
help us reform and change for the better. This education that you have seen has been effective to some extent because of the contribution we inmates have put. It is something that has happened already in spiritual realm. Hallelujah. Mr. President, we want to congratulate you once again for emanating as a winner in the just ended general elections. We say, may God keep you, may God continue guiding you even as you endeavor in your future endeavors as you strive to uplift the living standards of all Zambian citizens and including us inmates. May God bless you all. Yes, I stand here. My name is Kelvin Kafwisa, a male Zambian prisoner, serving 25 years for the offense of espionage. My prison number is 711/14 Lusaka. I'm not here to represent myself, but to represent all the prisoners in Zambia. Unless if I would find that special and unique favor in your heart that one day I will be accorded an opportunity to talk to you personally for certain information might be misinterpreted to share with you publicly. But I will still use myself as an example, even as I will be presenting this vote of thanks. Indeed, Mr. President, as you see us here, our hearts are dissolved in your love. I've said, I know, Mr. President, I know you have got a very busy schedule, but where I come from my mother's side, and from my daddy's side, we say, Opo wa mwene mfumu epesano kanabesa lero mbateni twalami kila kwa kashikapano wasami pale palicho naba fyashi wonse otkwete. So from that time to date, I believe me and my colleagues, they are agreeing to say your love is outstanding. What you have demonstrated just adds up to the archive that we have, most of us, you know, the souvenirs that we have kept about the good acts of your love, from even the time when you were the Minister of Home Affairs, the time when you commissioned the maximum security prison, we have seen that your love just increased from one level to another level to another level. This, we can assure you as your inmates that our good Lord is very faithful to remember and record every good, you know, every act of love that you are doing to us. He won't forget. And you always remember you and your family. And you make sure that you prosper in your endeavors. We worship the God of David, who declares even Psalms 102, verse 17 and 20, where it says that he answers and hears the groaning and the crying of prisoners. And the speech that you have given us just uplifts us. For us who have stayed in prison for so many years, we are seeing October is just like 14 hours today. You have contributed to us. It is something that is going to yield positive results. Yes, in as far as we appreciate the policies of the government in line with education, we see that we still need some more. We still need the government to further, you know, certain advances. On the issue of education, we believe that for this thing to be effective, perhaps if the government formulated the policies which are going to cater for inmates, like in terms of bursary policies, to those who are pursuing tertiary education, that is going to help. Because like in our midst, we have got a lot who are pursuing various courses at the tertiary level. Like our brother, your namesake, Edgar Kamanga, he's been pursuing a degree in the School of Education. And he's just remaining with 8 days. I know the president will take that to heart with positive mind. Juveniles from different parts of the country, and then they are supposed to be taken to Katombola. But that becomes as a challenge again. We have got the concern of prolonged trials, appeals, and even bail applications. I know I know His Excellency and the entourage, they are committed. I've got so many engagements, but Mami, you know me, please. We are saying prolonged trials. Your Excellency, just last week, we had the situation of our colleagues who were acquitted after staying in prison for about 10 years. Now you can imagine the number of years that they have spent and the loss that they have suffered. That's why we are bringing to this kind of, to your attention, this kind of concerns, appeals. Appeals, I am one such an example. From the time I was convicted, Your Excellency, I have been fighting for the appeal in the Supreme Court. The last time I got the correspondence was in 2013, when by then the acting Chief Justice, Ama Sakunda, was there. She wrote me through my lawyer, Sambo Kayolandi Company, to say my matter was on queue. They believed in first come, first serve. But you can imagine, today, as things stand, if I'm to finish the sentence, but I know God has answered me through you, I'm remaining with 509 days. That is 1 year, 5 months, 25 days to finish 25 years. For how long will I be waiting for the appeal? Such are the examples that we are trying to bring to your attention. Even with those who apply for the bail, sometimes when they apply for the bail, the process is prolonged until when the sentence expires. I'll try to cruise. Gives a blind eye on certain illnesses, like people who are suffering fits, people like my case who are suffering from neurological problems, people with the sight problems, the lame, the aged, and so on. So that we believe should also be considered, Your Excellency. The parole thing, also, Your Excellency, we believe it should be dealt with by policy to ensure that yes, I increased from 6 months maybe to 2 months, to 2 years, so that we may reduce on congestion.
I will not go over to elaborate all the good things Your Excellency has done for us in the Ministry of Home Affairs and in the correction sector in particular. Let me just make this one point. You knew the problems which were in the corrections. You've had enormous power. You could simply have ignored the problems. You've chosen not to. By the end of 2017, the big problem of congestion will definitely come down, because the 2 new facilities which will help facilitate, which are currently under construction in Mwembeshi, will have come through. And the critical problem of congestion will definitely be resolved. Coming to today, the message for me, which I've picked, is a very simple lesson, which is very difficult to pick, because we call ourselves a Christian nation, but when I walk on our streets, in our villages, in our cities, I don't see that many Christians in the sense of putting their faith in practice. The message here today, and especially my dear inmates, our president is teaching us 2 simple lessons. The first one, don't make a promise you can't keep. Our president made a promise, he has kept his promise. That is the mark of true nobility. The true nobles don't go about shouting that they are nobility. They simply do it by the way they do things. And getting back to the Christian thing, we were reminded by Christ that it is not God himself who comes to show himself, but it is our fellow human beings and how we respond to their plight. So one day we'll be asked, I was hungry, you didn't feed me. I was naked, you didn't clothe me. I was in prison, you didn't visit me. and then we'll ask where God. But it happens every day. Each time we see our fellow human beings, we should be able to see ourselves in them. And this is the lesson I think President Lungu has been teaching us. And for us in the Ministry of Home Affairs, we've really learned that it is possible to enforce the law firmly and fairly, but at the same time, to be compassionate. At the same time, to think of our friends and relatives, other fellow human beings who are worse off than we are. The donation the President, amongst the things His Excellency is donating today, are computers. And the computers will be used in the classes which we run throughout our correctional services. The message the President is sending is a simple one. No one shall be left behind. So it doesn't matter your condition. You may be in prison today. What your government wants and what our President wants is that you get out of this correctional facility a new human being. A human being ready to join the rest of society. And being responsible citizens. So to my colleagues, those of us who have been favored, who have been given positions to help run these institutions, I'm making a pledge here on your behalf. And we shall have to carry through this pledge. The pledge, Your Excellency, is simply that we shall do our level best to make sure that the donation you have made realizes its goals. And especially for our colleagues who carry out classes for our inmates. The reason we're giving them those lessons is to prepare them for life after the correction services. So let's put in our best. Let us not let down our colleagues. The government of the Republic of Zambia, headed by His Excellency, President Lungu, has been outstanding in supporting us. We have no excuses to make if we do not perform. Similarly for the inmates, with these improvements which are coming, they may not be tangible now, but by 2017, the problem of congestion won't be there. We are getting computers. You can learn and go out there and be a new being and contribute to the development of our country.
Edgar Lungu, President of the Republic of Zambia, the Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Home Affairs, Dr. Chiveshe Mulenga, the Deputy Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Home Affairs, Mr. Willis Bangimela. Sir, allow me to express our profound gratitude to you for finding time once again to be with us today. I wish to take this opportunity, Your Excellency, to welcome you to Lusaka Central Correctional Facility. At the same time, Your Excellency, I wish to use this opportunity to congratulate you on your re-election as President of the Republic of Zambia. Your Excellency, your visit today signifies the importance that you attach to prison reform and humanity as a whole. Your Excellency, we are aware that for prison reform to be effective, there should be a champion to effect such reforms and drivers to drive the reforms. Your visit here, Your Excellency, to this facility is an indication that you are indeed a champion of prison reforms. Therefore, Your Excellency, we are grateful of your presence here today. Your Excellency, allow me also to appreciate the milestone development that took place on 5th January 2016 when you assented to the Constitutional Amendment Bill, which, among other developments, saw the name change of the Zambia Prison Service to Zambia Correctional Service. Your Excellency, this milestone development is in line with the global paradigm shift in the management of correctional facilities and the treatment of individuals lodged therein, from punitive to that of correction and rehabilitation. Your Excellency, we are aware of your recent visit to Lusaka Central Correctional Facility and your visit to Lusaka Remand Correctional Facility. And I'm sure, Your Excellency, you saw for yourself conditions of these facilities and the conditions under which these inmates sleep. Since I mentioned earlier on that you're a champion of prison reforms, I think you'll be a partner in ensuring that we deal with the many, many challenges we face as a correctional service. However, Your Excellency, despite the undesirable conditions you saw, we are grateful that your government is working towards the construction of modern correctional facilities to cushion the problem of overcrowding. Your visit here today demonstrates that your government is indeed a pro-poor and inclusive one. Inmates here today feel that you are a leader for all Zambians, regardless of who is in conflict with the law or not. Your Excellency, I would like to express our gratitude for the donations you have brought for inmates. This gesture, coupled with your continued support for the Zambia Correctional Service, will go a long way in uplifting the spirits of inmates held here and in other correctional facilities. Inmates will definitely feel to be part and parcel of your leadership. Your Excellency, with this rare gesture, allow me, on behalf of all officers in the rank and file of the Zambia Correctional Service, to thank your government for embarking on the transformation process of the service since your government came into power. The Patriotic Front Party and government's transformative efforts to the service cannot be matched by any successive government. By your presence here, this visit shows the importance you attach to the welfare of the inmates. Your Excellency, the service will remain committed towards providing quality correctional services to inmates and to live up to your government's aspirations towards seeing a true correctional institution that is in policy and in practice. We will remain visionary and committed in realizing the dreams of your government. As I conclude my remarks, Your Excellency, I would like to once again thank you for your continued support in the quest of transforming the Zambia Correctional Service. The invariable support, as evidenced by the many projects in the service, is greatly appreciated. This is a clear indication that your government walks the talk. I further wish to thank all those who have joined us here in ensuring that this event is a success. Your Excellency, may God continue blessing you, and may God bless the Republic of Zambia.
Your Excellency, the President-elect of the Republic of Zambia, Mr. Edgar Chagwa, the Permanent Secretary, Lusaka Province, the Deputy Permanent Secretary, Lusaka Province, the Headquarters Command present, the Regional Commanding Officer, may I simply say all protocol observed. Your Excellency, I'm standing here on behalf of my friends. These are my friends, Your Excellency. And on behalf of the officers, Lusaka Central Correctional Facility, so to say, Your Excellency, I believe, and they also believe, that you are helping with the people in here. And you have just done that, as you always say. It is said, countrywide, that the President is a man of talk. You have talked. Let us clap for the President. Your Excellency, these are my friends that I told you earlier on. I can say as at now that of all the presidents I've seen, the 6 of them, you are the only one I've seen who actually likes them very much. We normally have releases in May and October, but with you, Your Excellency, you have actually surpassed that. Maybe in a year we have 4 releases. Every time I come to mention about the releases, I normally tell them that the President likes you. And you normally do that maybe 4 times in a year. We appreciate that one. Your Excellency, it's not my shop. I know that. And these donations, we are going to keep them and guard them jealously. Your Excellency, I have to say as at now, may I simply call upon the senior officer who is going to bring in other officers. Your Excellency, I end my speech at that now. Thank you, sir.